All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeft TV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Talladega. This is TurnLeft TV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The high-octane Racing League Buschwackers Series hits Talladega tonight for a 70-lap race. It's race number 8 of the season, and it is Dega, baby. A lot of people can win this race, but only the strong survive. You got to stay out of the wrecks. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory here at Dega? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's watching right here on TurnLeft TV. Well, it's a super speedway night tonight. It's a 70-lap race here at Talladega. It's race number 8. It's the Buschwackers Series. It's TurnLeft TV. Let's get this party started.
A lot of soul.
All right, thank you so much for coming in here and joining me here on TurnLeft TV. A good one here for you tonight at Dega. Like I said, a lot of guys can win this race. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator here at TurnLeft TV. And it's race number 8 of the season. And at about 7.5 minutes left in the practice session. In race number 8 next week, we'll be at Charlotte Motor Speedway for a 100-lap race. And 2.5 miles coming up the next 2 weeks to finish out the season, Charlotte and Texas. We've had a great season here so far. And I suspect tonight's race should be a good one. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you are interested in an R Factor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That is EliteHostingUSA.com, and that's who provides our service here at HighOctaneRacing.net. Don't forget to join us over there. Get updates and schedules. Quick link to our Discord server, of course. Good way to contact us through HighOctaneRacing.net. And again, good quick link to our Discord. That's where we do most of our business. Come on over, man. We do all kinds of racing. Stock cars mainly, but we do some BTCC, some GT3, Indy cars, a little bit of everything, man. And you get a quick link to TurnLeft TV as well. Take a look at the track here at Talladega. Well, 4.2 kilometers, 2.6 miles in length, 4 turns, big tri-oval. Banking the turns 1 and 2 at 33 degrees, turns 3 and 4 at 32.5. And the tri-oval banked at 16.5 degrees. Backstretch 3 degrees, man. I'll tell you what. The tri-oval is where you're going to see a lot of stuff happen, and maybe coming off turn 2 and off turn 4. But that tri-oval can be a little dicey Well, that's Talladega as we know it. Getting some chatters coming in here. Good to see that Trax VR crowd coming in and rooting Dana Grover to a victory here tonight, maybe. So good to see those guys coming out here and supporting TurnLeft TV. Trax VR up in that Calgary area. At least that's where Dana races from, and providing sim racers a great facility to race with. Again, thanks for coming in and joining me, man. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Let me know you were here. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And then smash that bell. You get updates when races are going live. And when I have new videos uploaded to YouTube. But I appreciate your support here at TurnLeft TV. All those folks who've been here since the beginning and all the new folks as well. Really appreciate your patronage. Coming back, man. We do all kinds of racing here at TurnLeft TV, and I have a lot of fun broadcasting these races too. Don't forget to support me by clicking on the links down in the description of this race. Click on over to that SimLab web link if you're interested in purchasing something through them, and I'm an affiliate through them. So, got a SimLab race rig myself. Love that stuff. So they sell more than race rigs too. So check them out. There's a link down in the description of the race over to that SimLab website. Take a look at the point standings. Claudio Bardelli Jr. has a little bit of a lead over Archivero. He may take a hit tonight in points. Tied for third, Franco Alvarez and Sean Jacobs. Gordon Carter sits in that fifth position. Dennis Unichin sits in sixth. Tony Furtado seventh. Todd Robillard is eighth. Givaldo Spindola is ninth in points. And 10th is Julio Caligari. Take a look at page number 2. Jesus Iglesias heads that page up there. Craig Marazan sits 12th. Stanislav Pavlov 13th. Preston Hassel 14th. 15th is Raphael Sullivan. You see John Stanley, Ed Palumbo, Ben Silva, Steve Pearson, Dana Grover rounding out the top 20. And then page number 3. Some of these guys part-time racers, of course. And page 3 in the books. Well, we got a minute left before we go to quals. A little hurricane moving up the East Coast. Hopefully everybody's safe over in that area of the country. Our thoughts and prayers going out to the people of Florida, southern United States, there, southeastern United States. Been hit pretty hard, man. So we're definitely thinking about those folks. Got some friends who live down in Florida, of course. We got friends all over the world, man. I'm worldwide, bro. We got some more racing coming up this weekend. Oh, yeah, it's Charlotte. Lady Charlotte, 100-lap race coming up tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's race number 9. There's 2 races to go in this series. And we'll kick over to another series, another season after this one. We always just roll right into the next season. But Charlotte coming up, race 9. That's tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's Saturday Night Thunder. So it looks like these guys are headed over to quals now. Probably not a huge, huge importance to get a real good qualification position here. I don't think there's anything really to worry about with respect to that, other than maybe just being back in traffic. So these guys headed to quals now. So these guys have 10 minutes. A little bit of a lighter crowd here tonight. Like I said, we got some weather over on that East Coast area. Affected a little bit. These guys might be latecomers here to the race since this is Talladega. Most people could drive this, who've been sim racing, could drive this with their eyes closed. Looks like Artur Vieira says, I'm ready to rock, baby. Let's get some laps in the books. So the 4-car out on the track. Like I said, not a huge importance here for qualification position. It's, you're going to see guys, go from the front to the back and the front here tonight. Jesus Iglesias right now at the top there. He has actually not done a lap yet, but look at this. Artur Vieira going to start his out lap. We know he's good at super speedways. In the Ford, number 4 car, the Chevy. NASCAR PR sponsor, number 4 Chevy. Number 4 Chevy. Why keep saying Ford? My God, man. Speech impediment. The 53.208 for Artur Vieira. Gordon Carter in the 56. He's looking pretty fast here in first 2 sectors, so let's see. So Vieira with the 53.208. And where's Gordon Carter going to land? 52.945. A little work to do for Gordon Carter. Craig Berzon sits in the 2nd position. James, look at all those Chevys up front. Man, where we got to check on the Toyotas. We have one Ford driver here tonight. Wow. Are they bailing on the Ford camp? Dennis Judichin in the Toyota, 47. 52.530 up to P3 for Dennis Judichin. Craig Berzon in the 60. Chevy. 52.354. He's up to P2. About Ed Palumbo sporting the new paint scheme. The Hellman sponsored Chevy. Nice looking scheme. Another masterpiece by Franco Alvarez. My gosh, that guy's got some skills, man. So the Hellman's going with the chrome rims tonight. So it looks like 52.317 up to P2 there for Ed Palumbo. Gilmar Peixoto, let's see where he's at. 52.473 up to P7. Dana Grover in the 89 car, the Toyota. 52.359. Valdo Spindle looks like he's finished up his lap. Tiago Gomez. He's not been out here in a while. Good to see the Toyota out here tonight. Racing in the 7X machine. So what? 52.296. Gomez up to P6. I think actually it looks like maybe Grover had to change batteries in the headset, so he's having a little technical issue right now. He'll be back. Gilmar Peixoto into 71. Iglesias and Peixoto still on the track. Tried to move up. Peixoto up to P6. See where Iglesias lands right now in P5, but he's got another time across the start-finish line to see where he's going to land. He's down on the backstretch. Down to the inside, there is Iglesias. $52.385 P5 for Jesus in the 22. All right, looks like quals have ended. Not officially, but these guys are all done here tonight. Again, thanks for joining us here on TurnLeft TV. And as always, appreciate your patronage here. Let's get this party started. All right, these guys still just finishing up the qualification session. Don't forget the High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks will be back in action on Tuesday for the Milwaukee Mile 130-lap race. It's race number 5 of the season. And that's coming up on October the 15th. 130 laps in Milwaukee. Wow, that's going to be a fun one, man. I might broadcast that race. That will be fun. So that's coming up. Race number 5 this Tuesday, October the 15th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Looks like qualifications are over, and we'll get the results of quals. We'll get the results. Take a look at the qualification results. Gordon Carter qualifies in P1. Good job to him. Look at that Chevy. Top 6, man. Ed Palumbo qualifies in the 2nd position. That brand new paint scheme, brand new sponsor. Mark Vieta qualifies 4th. Third. Craig Bears on 4th. Jesus Iglesias qualifies in the 5th position. Gilmar Peixoto 6th. The last of the 6 Ford or 6 Chevys up front. I don't know what I'm doing with the Ford. Tiago Gomez in the Toyota. That 7X starts in 7th. Waldo Spitaler starts 8th. Dennis Uderch in 9th. Sean Jacobs will start in P10. Starting in the 11th position is Ben Arsilva. Raphael Sullivan starts 12th, and Dana Grover will start in 13th. He had to forfeit the qualification position as he exited and to take care of some technical issues. I'd like to say thanks again for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Always looking for some more subscribers, more people hitting the thumbs up button, and smash that bell. You get updates when races are going live here at TurnLeft TV. Really appreciate that. Take a look at the keys to the race, man. What do you think the keys to the race here at Dega would be? I'd say maybe exercise a little bit of patience here tonight. Be checkup ready because the lines do check up quite frequently, and it's kind of an accordion effect. If you're not up on the edge of that seat and up on the wheel, you may run into the back of somebody. Pick a lane here tonight. A lot of times we get guys jostling back and forth in lanes, and they just need to stay in a lane here and just to be patient. Make good pit stops. If you are pitting under green, man, you got to make a good pit stop. It is a little challenging sometimes to come off all that speed, to come off off the track down on the pit lane. And make some frenemies tonight. You're going to have to work with the guys that you don't normally work with to win this race. You cannot work it or win this race by yourself. Ain't no way that's going to happen. Trucks VR in here wishing, working class GP. Whoa! Working class GP in here. My heavens, man. We'll get to see working class GP. Well, 5 minutes left in the warm-up session. See those guys getting some drafting practice in. So 4 minutes left to go. Don't forget, tomorrow night we'll be at Lady Charlotte for race number 9 of the season in the Saturday Night Thunder. Racing starts at 9 p.m. I get out of the broadcast booth, get in the driver's seat, and mix it up with the boys, baby. These guys are great racers, and it's a lot of fun, man. We have some really good races, really strategy-based races in the Saturday Night Thunder. And we freely share setups. It's an open setup situation, but we share those setups. So that's coming up tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Good to see Giulio Caligari. Where's he at, man? We thought we'd have him on the track tonight. Yes, the wife said he couldn't race. She's the boss. I just played that song, didn't I? Wow, my gosh. I got to fire the DJ, I guess. See Givaldo out tonight, one of our most loyal members here at High Octane Racing League, man. This guy is out each and every week, 3 times a week with us, and one of the nicest guys on the track. I mean, if I have to give an award for, the guy that, he never complains, you never see him blow up, anything like that, and never aggressively driving, deliberately aggressively driving somebody. He just a great job, a great driver, great emissary for how you do it. Data Grover here at Tracks VR, number 89. Get a big super speedway win tonight. Who knows, man? You need a little help. Can't win it by yourself, but Tracks VR folks will be going crazy. There's on there getting some practice coming down pit lane. Wow. Take a look at that. That was interesting. Ed Palumbo had a look at that one. Watch. Take a look at this. See right there, that late entry into the pits. It's not very easy because you are. Look at that. Ed Palumbo almost scratched that Hellman sponsor machine up. Take a look at Ed Palumbo here out of the front of his car. He's going to see a whole lot of Craig Pearson's car right there. Wow. Oh, man. That's awesome. Hey, Giulio Caligari, man. You got to get in the driver's seat here tonight. Buona noche. So 30 seconds left to go in warm-up. And we're getting this party started, huh? Oh, I got to play the song, don't I? I got to play the song. I'm supposed to play the song. The song.
TurnLeft TV. TurnLeft TV. TurnLeft TV. TurnLeft TV. Hold on to your butts, cause this is gonna be a great show. Heath Johnson, saying you need to know. We got fast cars.
Oh boy, here we go.
Are you ready for some high-speed action?
Here we go.
All right, race fans, my heavens.
All right, let's take a look at the starting order here.
Buschwackers.
Gordon Carter in the 56 qualifies P1. And Palumbo, that new pace scheme, qualifies in the second position. Archie Vieira will start third. Greg Marzon starts in the fourth position. All Chevy. Top four. Dana Grover starts in P5. Jesus Iglesias 6. Jomar Peixoto 7. Tiago Gomez qualifies in or starts in the 8th position. I guess they gave Dana his spot back. Valdo Spindola starts in 9th. Dennis Shudich will start 10th. Sean Jacobs starts in the 11th position. Benner Silva starts in 12th. And then P13 will be Raphael Sullivan. Take a look at the keys to the race here tonight. Be patient tonight, man. My heavens, you got to be patient. A lot of guys can win this race, but you got to really be patient. Get you some laps in, and wait till that last maybe 20, 30 laps there to go racing. Be check-up ready. Give yourself some room between you and the car in front of you, and pick a lane, man. Dicing around from lane to lane can be a little challenging. Make good pit stops here tonight and make some frenemies. You cannot do it by yourself here at Dega. So we have a 70-lap race in store for you tonight. And a lot of green laps, hopefully. We'll keep our fingers crossed. A little bit of a lighter crowd here. We got some weather down south of the equator as well. Julio saying that he got the power knocked out. So folks down there having some trouble. Some guys up, or folks up here in the northern hemisphere having some trouble as well. So So here we go.
Flag, go, go, go.
And we're off here at Dega, baby. See that funky positioning of the start-finish line? And Ed Palumbo up on the outside line has a little help with Craig Marazon, but Gordon Carter seems to get that bottom line moving. Into 56, Archie Vieira just behind him. Dana Grover third in line on the inside. Guys, just going to be patient here. I would suspect. You see Ed Palumbo now pushing that high line into the turn. Seems like they're a little bit faster, but through the turn, the bottom line, if they have enough cars down there, seems to be a little bit better. From Carter extending that lead over Artur Vieira. Vieira now closing back in as they start lap 2. Palumbo trying to inch ahead in that 54 car. Look at Jesus Iglesias on board here with him on that outside line, running behind the 60. Craig Marizon, that bottom or that high line now starting to organize a little bit. Now Iglesias trying to figure out a way to get down on that bottom side, but the 60 and the 54 worked together and got around the 56. Now that 56 finds himself back in the 3rd position. As you see, Iglesias diving down to the bottom line. So guys are bailing on that high line. And that's going to cause that high line to back up. And Gomez, leader of that train on the high line, at 47, getting into Gomez in the corner. Could be a little dangerous there. As we take a look at Ed Palumbo, the leading the race. Take a look at our PIP, our picture-in-picture. Looks like Dana Grover running in that 6th position in the 89 as Ed Palumbo leading. So these guys are pretty much nose to tail now, except for a few stragglers there in the back of that pack. Maybe they're going to be patient here tonight, man. That's the name of the game here at Dega. Be patient, get the laps in, get the pit stops in. Don't try to do too much. You are going nowhere right now by yourself. So it's just best to be patient here at Dega. Take a look at Benner Silva. He is on that inside as just behind him is Sean Jacobs. Almost called him Sean Dega. Sean Jacobs in the 24. That new Kubota sponsor machine. Raphael Sullivan in the 4X down to the bottom line. Pretty much nose to tail now here right on lap number 5. And Palumbo lead that train. Craig Marizon in 2nd. Gordon Carter 3rd. Jesus Iglesias in the 4th position. And Artur Vieira back to P5. I don't think they've given up on that high line. Take a look at Dennis Yudichin in the 47. He's running behind the 7X. 7X is Thiago Gomez and Yudichin all over the back of him right now. And I think these guys would just better be best served if they just lined up on that bottom line and be content. Not really going to go anywhere in a 3-car pack on the low line or on the high line or on the low line for that matter. Take a look at Jesus Iglesias in the 22 Shell sponsor machine. Running in P4. Vieira just behind him in P5. Yomar Peixoto running in that 7th position. He's behind Dana Grover. Also the Pixbet sponsor machine, 71. Another one of those great Franco Alvarez painted schemes. And Palumbo going to the high side. He's going to let Marizon go by, I believe. And this might be a wave by. And Ed Palumbo throws that Hellman sponsor machine back down into P2 behind Marizon. So Marizon, our leader. Guys starting to get it figured out there behind, starting to go nose to tail. There might have been a little bit of contact. Might have been a little bit of contact earlier now with Tiago and Udichin. Got a good run here, and I think he makes a little contact maybe with the 7X. Don't see that there, but pretty hard run. So nose to tail these guys are now. Go back to live here as Craig Marazon in the 60. The Magpul Dynamics sponsored Chevy is our leader. Ed Palumbo sits in the second position. He's led some laps here tonight. Gordon Carter started on the pole and led a few laps. Jesus Iglesias is fourth, Vieira fifth. Take a look at Sean Jacobs and his new paint scheme. That Kubota sponsor machine. Running in P11 in the 24. In front of him is Benor Silva in the 5. Thiago Gomez in the 7X running behind in P12. These guys got the memo there about being patient here tonight. There's on one of our great Michigan drivers, man. He just loves racing. Big fan of racing. Of course, all these guys are big fans of racing, of course. Ed Palumbo sporting the new paint scheme tonight in that helmet sponsor machine. Giving the mellow yellow a little bit of rest. Gordon Carter in that 56 high place moving sponsor Camaro. Running in P3. So we've got the top 5 are Camaros. Take a look here as Sean Jacobs and Dennis Udichin moving up to the high line. Interesting choice here. We'll see how this works out, but Jacobs making it work for now. As he is now side by side with Dana Grover. So the 24 on the move here with the help of Dennis Udichin in the 47. Guys making it a little interesting now. Board here with, oh man, dipping below the line a little bit. Is that out? Oh no! We got a yellow flag. We've got a yellow flag here. Uh-oh. It looks like Givaldo off the pace. Also, the 4X off the pace. So, we were just tuning in from the driver's perspective. And something happened. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Take a look as see the Benor Silva tucks out right there, but look like, oh, Gomez got into the 68, and the 68 clips Benor Silva. So there was some contact. Take a look here. This is Benor Silva's. He ducks out of line right there. Now, Givaldo goes to the bottom, gets clipped by Gomez. Excuse me, Raphael Sullivan. Take that back. That was Raphael Sullivan. On board here with Raphael. See, there's a big checkup here, and he gets into the back of. Might have been a little bit of warp. That was a pretty substantial flip there. We'll see. Oh man, that might have been. I don't know what happened there, but He slowed down a lot. We'll take a look at the camera view. You see right there, I don't know if Silva maybe tried to catch it because he got down below the line. Right there, and it gets clipped. But, wow, that was a huge checkup. And Silva does a gangster job of holding on to that, man. Oh, my God. What are we going to bid on Silva? Watch this. He checks up. He goes down to the outside. This guy's checked up. I mean, he gets clipped. Watch this. Watch that save right there. Holy smokes. Bernard Silva with the save. Right there. Watch this. Whoa, it hits him. He gets hit hard, too. And then saves it. My gosh, man. So first caution flag here, and we're on lap 13. Maybe our only caution flag. Just keep our fingers crossed. We'll see some green flag pit stops here tonight. Don't forget, man, next week we'll be at Charlotte Motor Speedway right here. Right here on TurnLeft TV in the Buschwackers series. That's right, 100-lap race coming up next week. That's October the 18th. It'll be live right here on TurnLeft TV. And this guy's coming down pit lane. So there'll be maybe a driver or two, I think, that'll stay out, maybe lead a lap or so, maybe not. Might make a liar of me. You see those guys on pit lane. As Craig Marzon will lead the field here on the pit lane. Marzon. Oh, he gets a jump off pit lane. Wow, what a race there. Ooh, man, this is where we have to have a camera positioned somewhere else so we can actually see the race off pit lane, man. I've said this before. Said that before. Nobody listens to me. So Marzon with the great pit stop. Comes back out in P1. Take a look at Marazon's exit of pit lane. It's a good jump out of the box, and Ed Palumbo, he gets around Ed Palumbo. And look at this right here. There might have been some contact between Jesus and Dana. Might have been a little contact there. Take a look at Dana Grover on board here with him, and watch this. Whoa! So it looks like we have 3 Chevys up front there. Dana Grover, the Toyota, in 4th. Gordon Carter comes out in P5. Looks like Marizon has elected to take the inside line. And that puts Ed Palumbo up on the outside. Jesus will start on the inside in P3. Dana Grover starts in the 4th position up on the outside. Carter and Udichin will start side by side. Carter will start in P5. Udichin in the Toyota will start 6th. Sean Jacobs 7th. Jomar Peixoto will start in P8. 9th is Archie Vieta. Tiago Gomez starts in the 10th position. I'll tell you what, Archie Vieta, that's uncharacteristic of him. He must have had not a great pit stop. He's back to the 9th position. Wowza. I think we may be going green this time by. We'll see. Nope, one more lap. Get things taken care of, and it looks like a couple of guys are going to use this opportunity to sneak down pit lane. And that is Benor Silva. He's sneaking in here, maybe topping off with some fuel. In at 12, also Givaldo Spindola on pit lane. Benor definitely popping off with fuel there. Don't forget the High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks. The Craftsman Tough Trucks will be in action for race number 5 of the season coming up at Milwaukee Mile. 130 lap race coming up on Tuesday, October the 15th. Now, here's what we say. Cautions breed cautions. We say that a lot because once these guys get bunched back up, then, guys forget how to drive sometimes. And we have more caution flags. Everybody hopefully will be patient here. Still early in the race, 16 laps in. Thanks to all those folks who are joining us here live on TurnLeft TV, or if you're joining us on the replay. Thank you for supporting TurnLeft TV and High Octane Racing League. Some of these guys out here I've known for 20, what are we looking at, 25, 26 years? Pretty crazy. Close to 30, maybe some of them. All right, here we go. The pace car is off.
Green flag, go, go, go.
And here we go. Back to green. Back guys there look like they're being really, really, really patient there on that restart. Hopefully no flags issued on that. Marizon the leader on the inside line. Jesus Iglesias in 2nd. See the helmet sponsor machine, and Palumbo starting to fall back here on that outside line. Now you got to be patient. You see the 24 jumping up to the outside line. Maybe going to try to help that 54 out. A couple Chevys working together. Marizon says, I'm in a Chevy as well. Jesus Iglesias in the 22 just behind him, also in a Chevy. talk too much about Raphael Sullivan. He is on that inside in that 4X machine. He is running right now in the 10th position. Raphael there, the 4X. Starting to get more guys there bailing up to the high side. Make it a little interesting. Raphael now stuck in traffic behind the 4 of Artur Vieira. 7X of Thiago Gomez just behind him. The 71 of Gilmar Peixoto up on the outside. Now starting to get a little bit disorganized on that. Oh, man! Here we go. What I say, cautions breed cautions, right? And you see Marizon. I don't know, did he warp back? Very interesting is Marizon. See what happened here because Marizon off the pace, also Benner Silva off the pace. We were looking back in the pack a little bit, but something happened with Craig Marizon. Take a look here. As we're obviously not looking at the right driver here. There we go. Everything looks all right there, and there might have been some contact in the corner, but no issues there. And then down to the inside, right? Oh, whoa! Going 3 wide. And Marizon got turned. It looks like Marizon actually got turned on that. Take a look at this again. Into the back of the 60 there. And you see Iglesias diving down to the bottom side here, trying to get around on that inside, and gets up into Marizon. Take a look at Gordon Carter. On board here with Gordon Carter. And again, they're nose to tail here. Iglesias diving down to the inside. And Gordon Carter gets through that. And a second caution flag. So we would say cautions breed cautions here. Like a little early to be racing like that, I think. You're not really going anywhere. But, hey, man, we're out here to race, too. I can definitely understand that argument. Sean Jacobs is the race leader. So 54 Ed Palumbo in second. 89 Dana Grover is in the third position. Dennis Udichin looking like he's coming down pit lane. And Palumbo at the last second diving down pit lane. He and Dana Grover. Yeah, Palumbo in the 54. New paint scheme there for him. Sponsored by Hellman's. And another masterpiece by Franco Alvarez. Great looking scheme. As Sean Jacobs is our leader now. Take a look at Sean Jacobs in the 24. Also has a new paint scheme. And Palumbo a long time on pit lane, man. Wow. That was a long pit stop there for the 54. Ricky Novar says, hey, permission to rework the whole cameras for the back. Definitely for this track, man, there's got to be some reworking of a few cameras. Problem is the way that RF2 is. I mean, it's like everybody's got to have the new version of the track, and it's tied to this version and so forth. It's a little crazy on how the old RF2 thing works as far as tracks. Well, Sean Jacobs, our leader in the 24 Kubota sponsor machine. Don't forget the Saturday Night Thunder headed your way tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Lady Charlotte for a 100-lap race. And I get out of the broadcast booth, get in the driver's seat. Oh, this is a little bit of a bumpy track. Maybe I should get in the broadcast booth. That's coming up tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Saturday Night Thunder, the Cup Series, going on for 23 years, man, since 2001. Yeah, we're kind of working on that, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't have enough time to get down and Ritsky's talking about modding team, and I've started 3 tracks, and I have been away from it so long. Now I got to reteach myself how to do stuff, and some of them I'm farther along than others, but obviously trying to teach myself how to do some 3ds Max work, and get busy. I'm running the race league too, so that certainly takes up a lot of time. A lot of time. Like Raphael Sullivan on pit lane with Benor Silva. Sullivan tucking into his pit stall. Some of those guys also had Palumbo coming down pit lane. So these guys are topping off with some fuel, maybe. Not a bad idea. So I was just messing with some of those tracks the other night. Moved the whole operation to another computer back in my back bedroom, and now I just got to find the motivation to sit down and relearn some of that stuff. I know some of the naming conventions that for shaders and so forth have changed too. So Art Rivera is in second, Givaldo Spindler third, Tiago Gomez fourth. Dana Grover sits in the 5th position, and we were focused on him before that accident, racing from the Trax VR facility up there in Calgary. What pressure, man, knowing you got a bunch of your buddies hanging around watching you race while you're there, and they're there as well, having a few brewskis. But Dana, and it's always a big-time deal when the 89 gets in victory lane, and he's at that Trucks VR facility, too. Right now running in the 5th position, and he is the second Toyota. You see those Toyotas bunched together, 4th, 5th, and 6th. So pretty interesting now as we're starting to get a little bit more parity. And Sean Jacobs, Archie Vieta, Givaldo Spindola. Oh boy, the top 5 all coming down pit lane. Givaldo on pit lane in the 68 car. Oh man, that's tight right there. Wow, those guys did a good job. They were 3 wide down pit lane. And Givaldo topping off with some fuel. Getting into a drag race with the 7X, Tiago Gomez. Good to see Tiago out, man. We haven't seen him in a long time. Good to see him out here racing with us. Hopefully we give him a good race. So the 47, Dennis Udichin, the Toyota up front. Gordon Carter starts on the outside line. Gilmar Peixoto third. Ed Palumbo starts in the fourth position. So a little bit different look up front this time. Dennis racing from Kharkiv, man, and we always want to point that out and how stressful life has been for Dennis, and this is his release, man. He gets up at like 3 o'clock in the morning to race with us. So that 47 car racing with us from Kharkiv, Ukraine. Claire Eckenbarger, oh my gosh, how do I get the heart emoji? There we go. Good to see Claire here. I hope college is going well for you, Claire. Good to see you. Definitely miss you.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Here we go. Back to green. A lot of guys on that outside line, too. Wow, that was an interesting start. Craig Marzon third in line, leaving a big gap there. Whoa! Starting to get 4 wide, 3 wide. Jesus backs off. Looks like he had a run there. And the 56 diving down in front of the 54. So the 56 now running in the fourth position. Udichin, our leader. There's a 71 of Gilmar Peixoto. That Pixbat number 71 car running in P2. How about that? Different look up front here with Marazon trying to climb back up there. These guys might be a little bit too far away as they're getting out to a lead, but that pack, once they start rolling, they might end up rolling by these guys. A little bit of Archivieta on board here with him as he runs that behind that track DR Toyota, Dana Grover. Archivieta right now running in the 8th position. You know he is a threat to win this race. A lot of wins under his belt. Just behind him, Benar Silva, another one of our great Brazilian drivers. We have such a great Brazilian following, man, here at High Octane Racing League. Some of our, many of our most cherished members here are Brazilian drivers. Known them for a long time. Some of them we go way back. I know Arthur, I've talked a lot about racing the GT3 with him. And that's really how I got into the mood of wanting to broadcast, because that race, some of those races were broadcast live by AVV, Alta Velocidade Virtual. So the 47 leading, 71 in second. Third is Marazon, Carter fourth, Palumbo is in fifth. Back here, you take a look at Gomez on the inside as Jesus Iglesias following Sean Jacobs in that 24, the 22 Shell sponsor machine. He's a Spaniard, but he's living in Brazil, living the life. And I want to say thanks to Jesus, by the way. He's got an address here in the United States that I can send stuff to him a lot easier, and he was able to send a hat over to Benar Silva. Hopefully Benar will be getting that very soon. But thanks so much to Jesus Iglesias, man. That means so much to me. Udichin won a button box quite a while back, and we're still waiting to send it to him. So I still have the button box, like a $160 button box here sitting in my race room, just waiting to send it to Kharkiv. Let's get that war over right now. Everybody needs to go home and live a nice, happy, peaceful life into old age. Let's give these folks a rest. And let me send my button box to Dennis. High Octane Racing Logistics, that's right. I have my own shipping company. They look, Gordon Carter running in P3. Man, he does a lot of work for us. Paints some cars, but does a great job with that aspect too. And comes out and does some testing with us. And good loyal member. He's a member of our board. Good insight too. Kind of a different perspective on some things. And he's been a great asset to us here at High Octane Racing. And here he is running in the third position. Dana Grover, it looks like dropped from TeamSpeak, but he's still in the race. Grover running on that bottom line. You see that high line starting to organize a little bit. The last car in that high line is the 68 of Givaldo Spindola. Dana Grover in the 89 on that inside. You see it's starting to go 3 wide here. Oh, is that a good idea? Jesus on the outside, peeking around on the outside. He wants to get racing. He said, I come here to race. I came here to race, baby. Uderchin says, I came here to lead some laps. He said, I came here to kick ass and chew gum, and I'm all out of gum. This is PG-13. YouTube's going to censor me. Uderchin, the Toyota in front. Peixoto second, Carter third. So 2 Chevys there squeezed together, and then a Ford of Raphael Sullivan, the only Ford in the race tonight. And he's running in the 4th position. On board here with Raphael. Dana Grover behind him in that Toyota on the outside line, starting to move. Starting to gain some momentum. They're getting some, about 4 cars up there, it looks like. 3 cars. And the problem is that outside line, it ends up kind of giving up momentum unless somebody's really, really kind. Those guys have going to prove me wrong. They may end up proving me wrong as they've got all the way up to Craig Marazon. Ed Palumbo leading that trade on the outside. That Hellman sponsor, number 54. And he's still pushing the issue. Marazon, Jacobs working together. And here we go. The 54 inching ahead on that high line. So the high line may be the place to be. As Uderchin now looking out of the front of his car. And he sees the 54. Wow, right there. Uderchin through the trio, boy, he's got more cars on the bottom line, but those guys have some momentum on the high line. There's on that Magpul Dynamics National Guard sponsored Chevy. See down the bottom line, starting to get a little bit of momentum here. It kind of oscillates back and forth. I was just real surprised that that group of 3 could make it past these guys. These guys organize a little bit. Reorganize and maybe get some momentum back. They're side by side. You got some cagey veterans on that outside line. Sean Jacobs in the back of that pack of 3 on the outside in the 24. Let's see not very many camera angles there, Sean. John always likes if I can turn around or move the camera around in the car, which I can't. But I picture him, but he has no head. Look at that. Headless Sean. He was talking about wanting his helmet. His helmet must be out there on the track somewhere, along with his head. Well, 47 is our leader. 71 as Gilmar Peixoto running in the second position. Third is Gordon Carter. That Palumbo actually shown in third. Gordon Carter now third in that bottom line. Take a look at Pedro Silva. Just kind of chilling back there, running behind Artur Vieira. He's got Thiago Gomez just behind him. So we got some Brazilian contingent here, maybe working together tonight. Jesus Iglesias. Maybe a little bit of damage from contact earlier. Givaldo back there as well. Guys, a little bit of a gap there. Probably a little bit more gap than what I would want to see if I were racing in Jesus' shoe. A little bit of a checkup, something like that, and you can lose the draft, and you do not want to lose the draft here. Again, those guys on the outside are still trying to make it work. Take a look at Iglesias here in the 22 car. Givaldo in the 68, running in the 13th position. This guy's just being patient now, trying to get some laps in. Halfway now. Now that bottom line starting to gain some momentum as they organizes a little bit better on the bottom line. Gordon Carter trying to figure out where he wants to go. He's on the bottom line, leading a little bit of a gap there. Maybe expecting those guys to drop in front. Now the 47, Dennis Udichin, indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. So this is interesting. This is interesting. Some pit stops about ready to happen. 71 indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. This could get interesting, boys. So pit stops underway. Udichin says he's pitting this time. As you see now that 54 inching ahead. Those guys get around and now onto the pits here. Oh boy, this could get